You look, we got something working on this catfish rod right here. Oh, and he's got it. All right, guys, you ready to go? I am. We're gonna go fishing. You may be wondering where we was going. We're gonna go fishing for a while. I just got off work and the weather looks great. It's just overcast. We came down here to the river, and so we're going to try to get in a couple hours of fishing this afternoon and see what we can catch. I kind of set a little bit of a goal for myself today, and that's going to be to see if we can catch 3 species. I want to catch a brim, at which we'll turn around and use as bait to see if we can catch a catfish. And then in the meantime there, we're going to try to catch a bass. There's spotted bass and largemouth bass and even a few smallmouth down here. So we're going to give it a try. I don't know how good our chances are of it, but we're going to give it a shot and see what happens. And so we'll grab our stuff and we're going to get to it. All right, so first thing we're going to do is I got some worms in here. Hopefully they survive through the day in the truck. Get this backpack off. And we're going to try right here close to this riprap rock that, let's see if we can just go ahead and get a brim. The quicker we can get that, the quicker we can get catfish rod out and see what we can get there. Of course, everything's going to be tangled up after the ride up here. All right, well, let's see what we got here. I said I hope they lasted through the day in the truck. I don't think it. Oh yeah, they done well. Use about half of that one. Tell you what, something I always forget to bring is some rags, and I've forgotten it again. Luckily, I do have on my work clothes, and so I just swap it on my pants here. All right, so let's get it out there, see what we can find. I'm gonna try off this other side here. All right, we are finally hooked up. Through the magic of editing, I can make it look like that didn't take almost 15 minutes, I guess, to catch this little guy. But the good news is he's perfect size for our catfish bait. And so we're going to see if we can get him hooked up. We're going to put him out over here and see what happens with him, and then we'll start looking for a bass. All right, let's do it. All right, we're going to get this out. Now I will say, just in case you're wondering, I'm not a catfisherman. However, that's something that I hope to do a lot more of this year. We'll get the boat out and get Elsie out, and we're going to see if we can catch some big catfish. There's some big ones in this river, and so we're going to do our best to make that part of what's going on with us this summer. And so I'm going to get this little guy and we're just going to go right up through there and out by his nostril, and we're going to send him out to find us a catfish. Let's see how we can do here. And it is pretty deep out here. Yeah, we hit bottom there. We're just gonna bring that back, and I guess we're gonna kind of set this here so we can keep an eye on it. You know what? I think I'm gonna try to go through here. There we go. I feel a little safer about leaving it there. And so now, let's go right here and get our other rod and see if we can catch a bass while we're waiting here. See if we can get a little closer to this wall. Hopefully do it without falling. You look, we got something working on this catfish rod right here. Oh, and he's got it. Oh, and it came off. Oh man. I was just fixing to reel this in and move it. And then seen that. But he came off. Now I'm hung down on the bottom. Yeah, we broke off. Well, looks like we're going to be in need of another brim, and then we'll go back after another one. There's one messing with it. Just need to take it a little bit more. There we go. All right, fish on. Maybe catfish bait on. How's that? Yeah, it looks. There we go. Yeah, he'll work just fine. So we'll get him out. See if we can get another catfish to bite. All right. We're gonna bait him up here. See if we can get him back out there. All right, so we're going to relocate and maybe work kind of towards the center of this. I see some people coming in from the other end down there, so I don't know how far they're going to go, so I'll try to give them their space too. But we're going to work our way down this walkway and see if we can find a little more action. It's been pretty slow today, but hey, that's fishing, right? Every day's not going to be a good day, but in a way it can be, just being out here and enjoying the time. So all right, let's see if we can get this guy out there. All right, while we're sitting here watching these rods, right now it's just kind of quiet time. I was going to share a little bit about where I'm at. We're at Raccoon Mountain. It's a place that's owned by TVA. It's a power plant, pump storage place, I believe is what they call it. But if you look way up here on top of this mountain, there's you'll see a building up there. Up there where that building is at, there's a huge lake up there, really big, really deep lake. And so what they do, they pump water. This is the best I understand it anyway, and so if you're watching this and you know differently, please comment. But they pump water out of this river, it's the Tennessee River, and they pump it up into that lake and they hold it there until it's needed. And then when electric is needed, the water drops down through the mountain. Back in here there's big tunnels and there's turbines back in there. And so the water falls through the turbines, turns it, makes electricity. The water comes out down here and is returned back into the river. And yeah, so it's a really cool place. You can go up on top, and we may do that someday. Go up there and ride e-bike. Excuse me. Go up there and ride e-bikes or something like that. But it's a really cool place up on top of the mountain. But all that water comes through, makes electricity, and this is just kind of a place here to stop the flow of that water when it comes out. Right now there's really none coming out, and I'm guessing because it's not very there's not a high demand right now for electricity with the weather the way it is, and so every once in a while you'll see water coming out over here, and I believe they're just releasing what they need to. But yeah, it's a really cool place. This walkway here that you see, it makes a really great place for people to come and to fish and just enjoy it. At the same time, you know, it's very beneficial to make electricity for the area. And so yeah, it's a really neat place here on Tennessee River. And so we're here today. Fishing has been very slow, but I've enjoyed it. I'm gonna continue on. I'm kind of about to give up on this catfishing deal. And way back over here you can see, maybe you can see my truck parked, but all the way down through there is riprap, and there's some grass growing. And so I might just try to focus more on bass here in this last little bit of time we got. And so gonna work that way here in a minute if something don't happen here soon. So we'll see what happens. Well, victim of the riprap again, we have broke off. So I will tie something else on and we'll give her another shot. That's a good one there, didn't you? Yep. Yeah, that's a nice one. Yeah, he's got a nice cat there. So they are in here. What we're going to have to do is be more prepared next time when it comes to the catfish side of things. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the truck, put these other 2 rods back in the truck with the tackle, and that way I don't have to worry about getting too far away from it down through here. And then I'm just going to drop off the side and fish down this riprap a little bit and see if I can't catch a bass. And if not, it's already been a great day anyway, so we'll go see what happens. Alright, I think we got everything dropped off at the truck, so I think we're just going to start right here. This walkway kind of comes to an end, and so just places I can find that I can get down, you know, a little closer to the water. We'll just drop in there, fish, and then move on down to the next one, see if we can catch something. That's something that you see pretty regular here on this stretch of the Tennessee is barge traffic. Even though the dam is closed on up the river there's still a lot happening over on this side. And I better move up a little bit or I'm gonna get wet with these waves coming in. But there you see on that one, he's carrying a load of limestone up the river here, headed just a few more miles up the river to a cement plant, which I'm very familiar with. But yeah, you'll see quite a few barges coming up and down the river here every day. Alright, so I'm headed back to the truck. It was a pretty slow evening. Still had a good time. Got to be out on the river and caught a couple little brim. And that was it. But we lost that one catfish and really didn't get any bites on the bass. So we're going to head back and we'll try it again another day.